Hey guys, how's it going? It's Baggins here, and today we're going to be talking about the new update coming to the Culling very soon. Now, for those of you who don't know, a little while back on the channel, I was doing a series called the Weekly Update Show. These were based on these island diaries that the developers of the Culling were putting out. Now, the island diaries aren't exactly patch notes, but they're a good indication of what we can expect coming into the game in the next few days, weeks, months. This particular island diary is dropped on Friday, the 11th of August, so it's a few days ago now. But in this video, I'm going to go over everything that they revealed in this. It seems like this island diary is very much based over the next week or two, and is essentially patch notes rather than, here's what we're thinking about doing. It's like, here's what is gonna happen. So you can assume that most things that we're talking about in this video are actually going to be coming into the game. So the first thing they talk about is new cosmetics coming into the game. Now, a few of you probably aren't too excited about this. A few of you might be excited. For me, it's like, I can take it or leave it, New cosmetics, it's cool, but at the end of the day, it's kind of just like fluff. A lot of us just want, new car mechanics, new maps, new weapons, stuff like that, bug fixes, rather than just like cosmetic fluff. But anyway, let's talk about what they're going to be bringing in. So they do mention culling cards, new victory celebrations, new weapon skins, new hair and masks, and also clown outfits. So towards the end of that particular paragraph, they talk about how they're going into a festive carnival sort of mood. And they also mentioned that the clown outfits are particularly dark as well, so maybe they're like covered in blood, or they're just creepy clowns. I don't know how you guys feel about that, how you guys feel about clowns in the Culling. I think there's probably a few people out there watching this video right now that aren't a big fan of clowns. So yeah, look forward to having one of your worst nightmares now chasing you down with an axe in the Culling. It's gonna be interesting to see. Now the next thing they talk about is specific to the Xbox, and that is the Xbox voice chat plus proximity voice. For those of you PC players, or those of you that don't involve yourselves in it, basically, when you join into the Culling right now, there's no way to talk to your teammate if you're joining at random. Obviously, if you're joining with a friend, you can just jump into a party with them. But if you're just queuing co-op and you don't have a friend, you get put into a game with someone, there's no way you can talk to them. On the PC, you can type to them at least, but on the Xbox, there's no current way to talk to your teammate. So that is the thing that they're looking to fix. So now when you get into a team game, provided you have a microphone and a headset, I assume you'll be able to talk to your teammate. The proximity voice that they mention, they don't say whether that'll specifically be coming in next patch, but I can assume the way it works is when you get near to enemy players, they'll be able to talk to you. A bit like Friday the 13th with Jason, if you guys have ever seen that. So I'm looking forward to a lot of people screaming Baggins at me, calling me all words under the sun and fun stuff like that. It's going to be great to see you guys doing that in the game. The next thing they jump into after the proximity voice is bug fixes. Now this is sadly one of the most exciting things for me. I'm always happy when the game gets made a little bit better than it currently is. There's some pretty big bug fixes in this one as well that we're happy about. So one of the first things, one of the most exciting things, of course, is Europe is coming back. So currently there's a bug in the game right now, if you guys don't know, where if you have your region set to automatic, which is supposed to just put you automatically onto the best server for you in terms of ping and delay. But if you're in Europe and you have it on automatic, then it will put you onto North America anyway, regardless. So basically there's two options for North America and one for Europe. And as a result, it's just ended up with so many players ending up on North America that even those that do know about the bug don't really have a chance to queue on Europe. If you want a game, you just have to queue on North America these days. Which can result, of course, in a lot of lag for us. For those of you just finding out now, well, there you go. There's your reason why your game has been so laggy for the past couple weeks. It's because you're actually on North America. So you can change that by going to your settings and flipping it over to Europe, of course, if you are a European player. But hopefully with this bug fix, that means Europe will actually be a playable server again. And that's good for me because, fuck me, it is laggy when you play in North America. The next thing they talk about is the ground weapon glitch. So I'm sure everybody that plays the Culling just a little bit has had this happen. Now, when you throw a weapon, there's like a 60-70% chance that that weapon is just going to get eaten up by the ground. It makes punishing opponents who run away really fucking difficult because, of course, when somebody's running away, one of the best ways to stop them and catch them up is to throw your weapon at their back. That'll stun them, and then you can catch back up, pick up your weapon, and continue fighting them. But right now, currently, it's more like you throw your weapon at them, it stuns them, but then it goes through the ground, they turn around and see, oh wait, this dickhead doesn't have a weapon, why is he trying to fight me? And then they kill you because they have a baseball bat, and you've just got your fists now. So yeah, it's cool that that one's coming in. That's a bit of an annoying one. It's been super prevalent in this last patch, so hopefully no more weapons disappearing into the ground. That's going to be great. After that, another big bug fix is the gas grenade. This is a bug that I consider one of the worst that has been in the game for a while. In fact, it's so bad that I actively disqualify players who do use gas grenades in my $5 custom games on Saturday. I have a no gas grenades policy at all. Like, there's a little clip on the screen of what it looks like. This isn't my footage, by the way. This was taken from another player that submitted for the top 5. Funny enough, that clip didn't make it in. I'm not gonna name and shame, but yeah, that's a pretty bad bug, and I'm glad that one's gonna be going out of the game. And finally, they tried to word it in a, a sort of polite way, and that they call it unequipped cosmetics, but this is basically the naked bug, I assume. I'm sure plenty of you guys have seen this by now, a lot of naked girls and guys running around on the island. Not everything is on show, but there is quite a lot on show, which makes streaming and making videos for the game sometimes difficult. I wonder if I need to put a censor bar in. I'm gonna censor this bit because I don't want to get the video flagged and taken down. Yeah, that one's going as well. So a bunch of good bug fixes there. To recap, Europe will be a playable server again. The ground isn't going to be eating your weapons. Gas grenades are no longer going to be insta-death. And there's no longer going to be titties everywhere all over the screen. So cool stuff there. And the final thing they talk about in the Island Diary, and probably one of the most exciting things for most of you guys and the title of the video, is there's going to be golden weapons coming into the game. So there's a few questions here that I have, and they don't specifically answer it in the Island Diary, and that is, when exactly do they come in? Right now they phrase it as, golden weapons will shower the arena during event airdrops. So I don't know if that means like if there's a loot pinata, or if there's a 3-crate Monty, stuff like that. Does that mean it's gonna happen then? Is there gonna be another specific event just for these weapons? I don't know, I guess we'll have to find out as more information or the patch comes out. But basically, there's going to be 8 new weapons, 4 tier 3 weapons and 4 tier 4 weapons that will arrive into the culmination during a certain event, and they're going to be incredibly powerful for the most part. So they reveal 2 of them at the bottom of the Island Diary. The first one is called the Bleeding Blade, and we have the Nutcracker. They don't say whether they're going to be tier 3 or tier 4s, but it does sound like they are going to be tier 4 weapons based on how they read. So first of all, the Bleeding Blade. This legendary blade is so sharp and cuts so deep that the bleed it imparts lasts until the victim heals. And wow, that is fucking powerful, guys. I'm sure by now, if you've watched any YouTubers on here, whether it's me, Firebox, Boris, JK with the AK, any other culling YouTuber right now, we all tell you one thing in common, is that blades are one of the most powerful weapons in the game, and it's because that bleed they put on you. You just cut someone, and then you can run away for 10 seconds and come back in, and you're doing damage all the time. And this is like even crazier than that, because it's not 10 seconds, it's literally for the rest of the match until they heal. It doesn't specifically say what it means by healing as well. I don't know if Hemo Drips are going to work, if Regenerator, the perk, is going to work, if even Blood Guzzler, the perk, counts as healing. Because traditionally in the past, the only way you get rid of a bleed is you put a bandage on, and that takes off all wounds. I don't know if it means specifically a bandage when it says heals. Hopefully it's not going to be as powerful as it sounds, but I'm still going to be fighting for that Bleeding Blade when it drops into the culmination, guys. I'm telling you that for now. Now the second weapon is a little bit less exciting. It's pretty cool, but it's going to be hard to pull it off. So the Nutcracker they describe as a tad weaker than a regular sledgehammer under normal conditions, which means it probably won't be doing as much damage as it normally does. But the upside is that you can charge it for up to 3 seconds to deal 60 points of damage. Now the reason why this isn't as exciting is because if you see somebody charging up a weapon for 3 straight seconds, unless you're blind or have the worst reactions ever, you're probably going to throw up that block and not take those 60 points of damage. However, there is some potential to combo with snares here, or maybe you can get your teammate to distract them and smack them in the back for that 60 points. I'm sure we're going to see some plays in the future of, one-hit combos going off. It's worth mentioning that this combined with Basher, Muscle Man Milk, or even an Expose from an Axe or the snares will mean that you'll deal extra damage. But all in all, I don't think that it's going to be the case that people are going to be constantly dying to the Nutcracker. 3 seconds just seems like a really long time in the culling, and definitely will give you a chance to block and react to that. And yeah, that is the end of the Island Diary for this particular week, month, however often they do these now. All in all, some pretty exciting stuff. I'm definitely looking forward to the bug fixes. It's going to be interesting to see how powerful these weapons are and how exactly they work in terms of whether they're added on to current events or they are their own new event in themselves. One thing that I do know is when it gets to the mid/late game section of the game, I'm probably going to be sticking pretty close to the culmination because I definitely do not want to miss out on an opportunity to get these weapons in my own hands. We can probably expect to see this patch coming to the PC first. Whether it's coming this week or not, we don't know, but it does say very soon. If it does drop on the PC first, I'll be sure to get some gameplay out for you guys so you can see what it looks like and what you can expect coming onto the Xbox. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. If you want to see more of my Culling content, go ahead and click subscribe, and let me know what you think about this patch. Again, I'm a bit disappointed, still no custom games. What the fuck, Sav? Come on, please. We wanted them on Xbox for forever now. But yeah, what are you guys thinking about this patch? Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Let me know in those comments down below.